Good morning, everybody. Welcome to AMHQ early on this Thursday morning, or Friday Eve, as I like to call it. I'm meteorologist Jaqui Jeras. Winter storm Quinn still bringing snow and wind to New England this morning. The storm dumped up east, and this includes places like Boston as well as into Portland. So primarily, we're focusing in on New England this morning. This will last well into the afternoon hours, though, as you head up into New Hampshire and into parts of Maine. So the storm is really peaking right now in a few locations. We're still getting some heavy banding across down east Maine. Boston, you're continuing to see the snowfall here, where the winter storm warning remains in effect until 1 o'clock. So an additional couple of inches or coating of snow can be expected here. Really rough travel conditions. Boston schools are out here this morning. And the wind gusts are very strong at this time as well. We've got some 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts that are blowing into this area, along with the onshore flow. Travel not recommended along the I-95 corridor this morning. It's going to be slow going with the heavy snow accumulating, not to mention some of the visibility issues as well. Timing this out for you hour by hour as we take a look at our computer model forecast, showing you things lifting slowly but surely up towards the north. This will linger into the afternoon. Burlington, as well as over towards Portland, Bangor, Caribou, you're going to continue to see the snow well into night. We're going to remain with cyclonic flow across the northeast, which means even though the worst of the snow will be over and done with, as we head towards the evening, we could still see some snow showers later on tonight and into the day for tomorrow. So additional snowfall total still quite hefty, particularly into Maine, but most of the big cities here being impacted, maybe another 5 to 8 inches of snowfall. Well, here's what we know right now. Nearly 18 million people remain under winter weather alerts this morning. The storm is being blamed for at least 6 deaths across the country. The latest of those deaths is a woman in New York who was hit by a falling tree in her yard. And more than 850,000 people are in the dark this morning as crews work to restore power across the Northeast. Well, Quinn still causing problems for New England this morning. The storm is bringing more snow to New Hampshire and Maine before it heads out to sea. Meteorologist Chris Warren is in Nashua, New Hampshire, with a look at the conditions there, as we like to call it. And we've got quite a few things that we really need to keep an eye on if you're making plans for your weekend. Not just the severe weather across the southeast, but late in the weekend and into early next week, we could be dealing with that next nor'easter. So here's the forecast as we head throughout the day here on our Thursday. Still dealing with some major impacts all across the Northeast and into New England because of Quinn. As we head into Friday, still some snow showers will be wrapping around in that cyclonic flow. Lots of sunshine across the nation's midsection. That western storm will make its way east to the Rockies as we head towards our Saturday, with our severe weather threat across parts of the south, pushing into the southeast on your Sunday, and then Sunday into Monday, we could see perhaps some snowy conditions in the mid-Atlantic. Well, wow, some of the highlights from Winter Storm Quinn. So much snow and such huge fat flakes. Welcome back to AMHQ Early. I'm meteorologist Jaqui Jeras. Well, Winter Storm Quinn is starting to wind down, but still having some big impacts. So still dealing with some heavy snow today, and we still have winter storm alerts in effect. Warnings in the dark blue, and then advisories kind of on the periphery of all this. And notice this includes you from Providence up towards Boston into Portland, even in Bangor up towards Bar Harbor, and that's going to last into the late hours for today. So still really need to use a lot of caution here. We're getting some strong wind gusts to go along with some of the heavy banding of snow, and that's creating some real visibility issues. We're getting this heavy to moderate snow rates as well, and so travel not advised. No school today in Boston because of the snow that continues to come down here. Notice we do have a little mixing out on the Cape, where you've generally just been seeing the rain, or as temperatures have been warm enough there, but it is all snow, nothing but blue here. Vermont, New Hampshire, and throughout the entire state of Maine right now. I-95 is going to be rough here all day today. In fact, we could be talking about a good 10+ inches of snowfall on top of what you've already had coming on down. So here's the hour-by-hour forecast throughout the day today. Temperatures still a little bit marginal in a couple of these spots. In fact, places like Boston down towards New York City getting close to the 40-degree mark later on for today. So some warming. We're not looking at that huge blast of Arctic air coming in on the backside of this. Here's the forecast radar as we head towards 7, 8 o'clock for tonight, and still snowing across northern New England. There's a look at additional snowfall totals totals 8 to 12 will be the worst in northern New England. Well, let's go ahead and